I'm gonna always do it now. Come here. I need you to know that I'm gonna always do that. What's up, y'all? It's Ursula here, back at it making. Before we get to the video, I just wanted to kind of include this little segment here. I recorded a video for today. It was a get to know me kind of video. Essentially, it was just a yap session. I'm not gonna put it in here because look. So I'm happy to do a Q&A in the future. If you have any questions or comments or concerns or interests, drop it down in the comments below. I'm happy to kind of get to that at another time. But the more you watch my videos, the more you're going to get to know me. So I didn't feel like a get to know me video was necessary. So I'd rather just show you a look that I did instead. So let's get to it. Today we are showing the process to Ursula. If you've been following me on my socials, this is one of my Halloween looks. So let's get into it.
But first, let me take a selfie.
I was feeling myself because I just dyed my hair this color, but now let's start. I did this look last year, but this year I wanted to try to do it more accurately, so I decided to pin up my hair because hers is pretty much pinned up and pointed, and I was having a good time. Look at my face. And so I also needed it out of my face desperately because your girl's getting some inches. And now I'm going to start with prepping and priming my face, starting with cleaning off my eyebrows. So I'm going to wipe that off first and foremost before I start with my base coat. And here I am starting to apply the first and then base coat to try to prime my face to be able to have some more opaque coats to be able to stick onto better. I'm starting with this so then it has more of a texture essentially to grip onto. So here I'm about to make a mistake, and I left this in for a reason. I just picked up some random glue that I found closest to me and put it on my face to try to tape down my eyebrows. Don't do that. It's just not good for your skin, but especially on your face and especially next to like your brain. You want to make sure that you're protecting that at all costs, especially if you have sensitive skin. And once that dried, I went in with my first opaque base, but my second coat. And put that all over it. And during this part of the process, I made sure to be thorough with each swipe of paint that I was putting on, making sure that it had solid color payout, that the application was even, because even though I'm going to be using multiple layers, I still want each layer to be as opaque as possible. And then I moved on to my third and final coat, the second opaque coat over top, just to make sure that I'm covering any kind of cracks or thin spots, just making sure that I've really built up that color to build on top of. And then after that, after I got all of that applied and everything was drier, I started the process of carving out my face. We started with the highlight points on your cheek, the ridge of the nose, the forehead, the chin, the jaw, contour lines, all of that. Because, you know, all you got cheeks. I mean, pause. Anyway, we're moving on to the cheeks. And carving those out with a mixture of the base face color and the highlight color, and making sure that those are very pronounced. And then I go to use that same color and apply that to the eye area. I do 2 coats of this. This is the first coat. You want to do this to make sure that the color that you apply afterwards has a good foundation to stand on, because sometimes that color can kind of get muddled, especially when you don't have a bright base. I use that same color also to carve out my nose so she can be a little angry. I used the darker color for her darker shadow that's over her color shadow. And then I use that same color to once again continue to carve out that angry nose. Then, my favorite, the eyebrows. The eyebrows and the other angry contour lines. We're talking about the creases of the mouth and I scrunched up my face and applied dark paint where I saw my face scrunch up at. It was kind of hard because my face don't really wrinkle. That's not a flex, I was struggling. And then we went in with a greenish blue tint of eyeshadow because that's her color. And you see how it's much more bright because of that white base, and that's what's important. Then we get her set up with some eyeliner. I put in some more black face paint and I use that as eyeliner to line up and make her chic and Ursula as she is. She be slaying a little bit. And then I did the other side, but it got in my eye, so I had to let it cry out. Please, if you get anything in your eye, cry it out. It's the best way to get it out. And then we put on some lashes. These aren't best practice. Do not use Elmer's glue, but that's what I had, so that's what I used. to the lips. The iconic red lipstick. So I first started with a sharp V for my Cupid's bow, and then I filled in the rest of that bold lip with a solid application of red. And then I went in to darken the corners of the mouth as well and kind of outline everything to continue that disapproving look. In a moment here, I'm gonna accidentally step into character for absolutely no reason. I was having a great time. Giving myself attitude, like, who is she? Look at me. But I also noticed that there was a few other things that I wanted to do, but I had to enjoy it first.
I promise I'm smiling. Oh, my lash trying to come off.
So I really was about to lose my lash off of cackling so hard. Once again, that tearful eye that I had, it was making everything wet, so I had to reapply everything and touch up the lines. And I promise I was laughing. It just made me cackle more, because that's how you know it's a good makeup job, because you can't even tell that I was actually smiling. I went in with some of those harder contour lines for the cheeks to re-accentuate those. And then I went and covered up the corner lips because, like I said, I wanted to touch up a few different things. You got to test it out sometimes and then come back and revise, because I didn't feel like they were going and aligning with the natural contours to one's face. So I covered that up, and I still wanted to do a pointed corner lip because that's what she has, and I wanted to do it as close to the character as possible. And also it kind of adds to the disapproving, sassy makeup that she has. And then I reapplied some red because I wanted it to be a little richer. But essentially this is the look. Yeah, for sure, she was in character. She was in character. And then my plant light turned on. So, oh yeah, this looks crazy. Oh. So yeah, this is the look. Came out magnificent, okay? I could not have did a better job in the one, but honestly, this just motivates me to do another one again and try to get it even more accurate. This was so much fun, and I really enjoyed myself. So if you'd like to see more like this, I'd be so happy to do more or even retry some old looks as well. I plan on showing you guys some other looks that I did, but that's it for today. And y'all have a blessed one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.